important story that I want to focus on. Viewers, the centre marked Hindi Diwas today. The idea was to celebrate the virtues of a language spoken by nearly 56% of all Indians. But the BJP-led NDA also took care to not play to parochial galleries, especially in its bastion, the Cow Belt, where it has won a majority of its seats. In fact, Union Home Minister in Surat took care to assure speakers of other national languages that the centre respects and promotes all languages equally and takes pride in India's linguistic diversity. Listen to Amit Shah first. Listen.
हमारा देश भाषाई रूप से बहुत समृद्ध देश है। मैं इसको हमारे देश का कोई त्रुटि नहीं मानता हूं। ये हमारी बहुत बड़ी ताकत है। कुछ लोग अपप्रचार कर रहे हैं कि हिंदी और गुजराती स्पर्धक है, हिंदी और तमिल स्पर्धक है, हिंदी और मराठी स्पर्धक है। हिंदी देश की कोई भाषा की स्पर्धक हो नहीं सकती। हिंदी देश की सभी भाषाओं की सखी है। ये बात आप मानकर चलिए।
भारत ಒಂದು ಒಕ್ಕೂಟ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ, ವಿವಿಧ ಭಾಷೆ, ವಿವಿಧ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಇರುವಂತ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಒಂದು ಒಕ್ಕೂಟ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನ ಹೇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಗಳೇನಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಪ್ರಾದೇಶಿಕ ಭಾಷೆಗಳು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭಾಷೆಗಳಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
But the Home Minister Amit Shah's assuring message, it appears, was lost on some. Leaders of the opposition claim that the centre was imposing Hindi upon the rest of the country, that the centre had taken it upon itself to subvert the linguistic culture of non-Hindi speaking regions of the country. In fact, some of the leaders, especially those in Karnataka, went as far as to link Hindi to economic backwardness, saying that Hindi speakers were all pani puri sellers, and speaking Hindi assures you of such endeavors in life. Listen.
ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇನು ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಮಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಹಿಂದಿಯವರೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಮಾರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಮಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಾರಲ್ಲೇ. ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಗುಜರಾತ್ ಮಾಡಲ್, UP ಮಾಡಲ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಖರ್ಚಿ ಮಾಡೋರು ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಪಾನ್ ಬಿಡ ಮಾರ ಅವರೇ.
See, when some language enters, it brings the culture with it. You can see the difference that in the northern nations, a person to become a king should be a Kshatriya. Here, anybody who can rule can become a king.
Let's ask some basic questions this evening. How does celebrating Hindi amount to its imposition on non-Hindi speakers? And are these reactions that we just heard, are they dog whistle parochialism, viewers, aimed at denigrating another language and the speakers of another language? Is this misplaced sense of parochial pride? Fundamental question. I want to bring in Dr. Sumanth C Raman. I want to bring in Tanveer Ahmed, Rahul Easwar, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, straight off. Dr. Sumanth C Raman, what's going on here? Not only are Hindi speakers being abused, the language itself is being mocked. There is a grave suspicion that there is an imposition agenda. The Prime Minister himself has come out and heaped one encomium after another on India's linguistic diversity. The Union Home Minister says that, look, at the end of the day, every religion has its, every language has its place in our society, in our multicultural society. They're all equal. Dr. Raman.
Okay, Rahul, first of all, Hindi is a wonderful language, and I'm sure the number of people who in the southern states and non-Hindi speaking states who are learning Hindi has been exponentially increasing over the last few years. Voluntarily, people are coming forward.
Why?
But I want to draw your attention to a statement
Dr. Raman, why?
Of the Honorable Home Minister.
But why are they coming forward?
People feel that it gives them some economic No, they may come forward because they feel it may give them some economic advantage of finding jobs
But
in
CM
other
Ibrahim
states
says
and so
you'll
on.
become
There
a
are variety
Pani
of
Puri
reasons.
seller.
But I want to draw your attention.
No, but CM Ibrahim says you'll become a Pani Puri seller.
One second. I want to understand.
No, but I'm asking you. CM Ibrahim says that you will become a Pani Puri seller.
It was also the Tamil Nadu. One second. The reaction is to the imposition of Hindi.
Sir, CM Ibrahim said we don't need Hindi, won't sell Pani Puri and Pan Walas from Gujarat and UP. We don't need to go to other states to earn. Are all Hindi speakers Pani Puri and Pan Walas?
Calling them people Hindi speakers. They are not, it is completely unacceptable to use such terms.
Okay.
The Tamil Nadu Higher Education Minister, Mr. Ponmudi, also used the term Pani Puri seller. Point is, wait, 1 minute. And if we want to understand the soul of our culture and history, we will have to learn the official language. What does this mean? That those who do not know the official language do not know or cannot understand the soul and culture of this country? This is the quote of the Honorable Home Minister, and I've taken it from your website, Times Now website. Now tell me, what does this statement mean?
Sir,
if I do not know
did you not hear what he said today?
In this case,
he said every language in India is very
I cannot
rich.
understand.
Hindi ties nation in a thread of unity. Hindi is a friend of all Indian languages. No wedge between Hindi and others. Diversity of languages is a matter of pride. Take pledge to promote all local languages. This is Amit Shah today.
I've seen all of that.
So then, if he's saying all of this,
yes,
what's
but
your
also
problem?
If we want to understand the soul of our culture and history, we will have to learn the official language.
Okay,
it is on your website.
Let me bring in. When did he say this?
Now answer this.
When did he say
please.
this, doctor?
This is this is as part of today's the report about Mr. Amit Shah's speech today. This is on Times Now.
Mr. Raman, he was talking about...
Now answer me.
He was talking about... No, please. Okay. 1 second. I know what the context was. Anyhow, let me not answer that. Let me get the spokesperson of the BJP, Sanju Verma, to respond to you. Sanju Verma, what were the meaning when he talked about Raj Bhasha?
Rahul, I will come to the distinction between Raj Bhasha and Rashtra Bhasha, something raised by Sumanth C Raman. But I just want to say that, the opposition has this very convenient habit of quoting half-truths. Amit Shah in his speech clearly said that Hindi एक ऐसी भाषा है जो हमको एकता की सूत्र में पिरोता है. It is a unifying force. And JP Nadda also said Hindi सिर्फ एक भाषा नहीं, एक भाव की अभिव्यक्ति है. Hindi is not just a language but expression of our overall emotion as a nation. And last but not the least, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said हिंदी की सहजता, हिंदी की सरलता ने हमको सशक्त और समृद्ध बनाया है. The lucidity of Hindi as a language has empowered us as a nation, made us more progressive and inclusive, is what Prime Minister Modi said. I'm quoting ad verbatim and translating what he said in Hindi into English. Now, when Amit Shah spoke about Raj Bhasha and Rashtra Bhasha, there is no need to raise a stink about it. What he meant was, like we all are aware, since 1949-50, Hindi has been the official language, not the national language, as per Article 343(1) of the Constitution. And Rahul, in 20 seconds, I'll tell you one thing. Do you know who decided to make Hindi the official language? It was a three-man committee. It had a South Indian in that committee, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar. You had the chairperson of the committee, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and you had K.M. Munshi. So Hindi being made the official language is as per what is famously called the Munshi-Iyengar formula. And I want to tell Sumanth C Raman and even some of the leaders from JDS, when you talk about Hindi being given dominance, what did Amit Shah say? He said Hindi के साथ साथ स्थानीय भाषाओं के विकास के प्रति हम प्रतिबद्ध हैं. We are committed to promoting not just Hindi but the native languages of given regions too. So please don't quote Amit Shah conveniently.
When is Tamil Divas?
Okay, one second. Let me very quickly, viewers. If you can just help out India's three-language policy, let's just pull out that.
Celebrated across the country.
Oh, okay, one second. Doctor, no, one second. Both of you don't. Just 1 second.
10 seconds more.
I don't know.
Okay, please
ask her.
10 seconds
Miss
more.
Verma. Yes, 10 seconds.
more.
Okay,
No, no.
respond to it.
And I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing, that, you know, Hindi is our official language, but don't forget that as per the new education policy of 2019-20, the Modi government has said not only till class 5, but preferably till class 8. Many subjects should be mandatorily instructed if the student wants in the native or mother
Yes.
tongue. But I never saw anyone
So
from
let me
JDS
just 1 second.
commenting
Let
the
me bring in
government on
Rahul
that.
Easwar. Rahul Easwar, is this now an attempt at playing to the parochial galleries? Because look at this information graphic on your screens, viewers. India's three-language policy, 49, 1940 Constituent Assembly, Munshi Iyengar formula was a compromise. English, Hindi kept as an official language for 15 years. B.R. Ambedkar was part of this. Official Languages Act, 1963, extension to English as additional official language. 1964, Amendment to Official Languages Act, states English would not be substituted by Hindi unless non-Hindi speaking people desired change. 67, Official Languages Amendment Act, Official Languages Act of 1967, indefinite use of Hindi and English as official languages. It goes on. 68, National Policy on Education, formulated three-language formula to reconcile all allowed study of Hindi, English and regional languages. So clearly, Hindi is seen as somewhat of a link language. Am I right or am I wrong? You're from the south.
Absolutely.
What is your view?
And Rahul Shivashankar ji, long before BJP or RSS or Sangh took birth, it was Mahatma Gandhi who took this mantle forward. It was in 1918, Mahatma Gandhi became the president of Dakshina Bharata Hindi Prajar Sabha, and he was the president till 1948. He is a Gujarati, he even sent his son across to South India, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, requesting the Tamil brothers to learn more Hindi because he felt it is a link language and we can fight against the British in a better manner. And if my memory is right, he earmarked around 20,000 to 30,000 rupees nearly a century ago for the promotion of Hindi. So is it some kind of hegemony attitude? No, because Mahatma Gandhi understood every language should be promoted, but we also need some kind of a link language. And मैं दक्षिण भारत से हूँ, मैं हिंदी से comfortable हूँ, मैं एक मलयाली हूँ, मैं एक मातृभाषा को बहुत प्यार करता हूँ, मगर फिर भी Hindi is a great language that we all should understand and see. What is the problem with it? But the context is just one more point. Modi ji rightly said it some years ago. But when we implemented our three-language policy, these North Indians should have at least been better familiarized with Tamil or any other language. Such constructive suggestions should come from every side.
Okay.
But debating
Let me bring in
Hindi,
Tanveer Saab.
Hindi,
Tanveer Saab, who
purposefully
represents the
creating a divide is wrong.
JDS, who has equated Hindi with Pani Puri sellers.
Rahul, he keeps saying...
Mr. Ahmed, is this something that you endorse as a party? Tanveer Ahmed.
See, now as a party, what we endorse is we are Kannadigas, our cultural identity is Kannada, and that is our identity.
Sir,
that is what party really
let me tell you,
endorses, and
my
that is what
grandfather
party
was
would
a
like to
Kannadiga,
stand.
my grandmother
Regarding
was a
Mrs.
Kashmiri
No,
Hindu.
if you're talking
one
about what
second.
Mr. C.M.
One
Ibrahim
second.
said...
She spoke Urdu, Punjabi and Kashmiri as well as Hindi, but he never, even in passing in anger, referred to her as someone belonging to a subculture. That too, a third-class citizen of this country. He never made her feel at any level, Tanveer Bhai, second to anybody. So I'm asking you, just tell me, is C.N. Ibrahim right or wrong? Yes, no.
as an individual, I don't endorse what C.M. Ibrahim has said.
So
as
are
an
we going
individual,
to expect
regarding that Pani Puri wala and all, that is
or some action because he happens
a
to be the
statement of
acting
an
president
individual.
of your party?
I don't endorse it.
Well, you don't, but he happens to be the acting president of your party.
No, he is the president and very respectable man, very
Yes,
senior
a
leader.
respectable man who thinks
very
that
senior
56%,
leader,
one
very senior
second,
leader,
that
very respected
56% of Indians who
But
speak,
I,
that
as an individual,
56%
don't endorse
of
it.
Indians who speak Hindi are actually nothing more than pan walas and pani puri sellers. Sir, is this any
May I
way
please?
of behaving? This is Bharat Todo, not Bharat Jodo.
By the way,
Exactly.
Bharat Jodo is in Hindi.
नहीं
May I
भारत
please come in,
भारत
That is
भारत कन्नडिगा भी भारत है, तमिलियन भी भारत है, मलयाली भी भारत है. You can't really have a stepmotherly behavior towards a regional language. When was Kannada Diwas celebrated? Has the central government done anything to develop Kannada, Kannada literature, Kannada tradition? The Kannadigas, 6.4 crore Kannadigas do identify with only one language, that is Kannada. I mean, I think, the central government definitely need to really understand that our identity is Kannada, and let us really speak our mother tongue and feel proud about it. Why are you imposing Hindi? I mean, we don't want Hindi to be imposed on us. If at all I want, I will learn it.
Viewers, one second. I've run out of time. Everybody, I've run out of time. Viewers, it's an unfortunate development, this. There is a point that Dr. Sumanth C Raman has made, which is an acceptable one. Why should not there be divases for other languages also? Yes, why not? There should be. And I hope his suggestion is taken on board. But that also doesn't mean that if a particular organization or a particular party or a government chooses to celebrate one particular language, the people associated with that language should be denigrated. I think that is also not right. And I think Dr. Raman and Rahul Easwar and Sanju Verma and thankfully Tanveer Ahmed have agreed at least on this point. I leave it at that, viewers. One hopes that there is a Divas in this country for all our languages. One hopes. That will be a celebration of every culture, no doubt. And I'm sure we will come to that point and we should ask that question, but I leave it at this, viewers.